Is my screen is visible, Geeta? Okay. Just it is very simple how to install the TestNg. So let me give you the small brief introduction about how to install the TestNg. So even though if you watch the video, so I'll tell you how to do that also. Okay. So simple as it is nothing but go to the pom.xml file. So as I told you in the Maven repository, so you will be getting the third-party libraries like all the Selenium, Apache POI, and also you will get one more dependency called TestNg. So you can take the different version whichever you want. So I'm comfortable with 7.71. So I'm just install the 7.71 version. So after installing, you have to go with a one more installation of TestNg. How means go to the help, click on with the Eclipse Marketplace. You can able to see here the Eclipse Marketplace is there. Go to Eclipse Marketplace. So you have to search for a very simple one, TestNg. So it may take some time to load. So you will get on search bar over here. So search for TestNg. So automatically you'll get TestNg for Eclipse. So there you have to click on install. So since I already installed, I'll get okay, just give me a minute. Let me show you the same thing. TestNg, search for TestNg. Hit the enter. So you can able to see TestNg for Eclipse. So already I've installed. So for you guys, it will ask you install. Okay. So soon after you install, you can able to see there is a TestNg. Okay. There are multiple things you can able to see TestNg over here. So after installation, do one restart. Okay. Once after you installed, it will ask you to restart the Eclipse. So please restart the Eclipse. After that, you have to do one more thing. Okay. And go to the pom.xml, paste this dependency also, and do one small refresh. Okay, how to do, or you have to update the project. How to update? Do one right click over here. You can able to see Maven project, update project, and you have to select the project whichever you want to update, and click on force update. And okay, again, once after you done this, you can able to see there is a something called a bar is running, okay, with a percentage. That means automatically it will get updated. Okay. So then how to use the TestNg? What is the main use of TestNg? Very, very important question. Okay. Why TestNg? We have other libraries. We have JUnit, we have NUnit, we have other libraries also. Why the tester is mainly focusing on TestNg? What is the main use of those TestNg? TestNg stand for test a new generation, or you can also say test a next generation. Okay, this TestNg is mainly used for to do the unit testing. So what do you mean by first unit testing? You know, developer. Okay, so what the developer will write, he will be writing hundreds, thousands of the code. Okay, he have to test the code against a one more code. So whatever he has written, is it a correct or not? Okay, it is able to run the program. So what they will be doing, they'll run hundreds of code. Okay, so to run that hundreds of code, they'll write one more small code. Okay, that is what a unit, that unit will run against the main code and check whether all the codes are working properly. So to do this, mainly developer will be using a unit testing. Okay, they want some of the unit testing. So among that unit testing, so TestNg is also unit testing framework. JUnit is there, NUnit is there. These are also a unit testing framework. Why we prefer, being a test engineer, why we prefer only TestNg? Why not JUnit or why not NUnit? There is a difference. Okay, let me show you that. Okay, so in TestNg we have some options. Okay, we have some extra qualities. Which are those? So first I'll be going with, in TestNg, we can run multiple classes. Okay, we can run multiple classes at one shot. I'll go with, we can run multiple classes. at one shot. So how to run these multiple classes at one shot with the help of some inbuilt methods. Okay. So before method, after method, I'll tell you how it exactly works and what are those used and how to use also. Okay. The second one what? So in TestNg, we can generate an inbuilt report. So when you are writing, okay, so is it any once you are run with any main method, are you getting any report? No, we are not getting any kind of method. So when it comes to TestNg, soon after you run any test case, okay, so automatically when the report will be get generated. That is what report generation report. Okay, then you will get something called, we can run our test script in parallelly. So what do you mean by this parallelly, sir? I do not understand what is this parallelly. How do we run this test classes or a test script parallelly? Assume you have 100 test cases. Okay, I'm giving just one example. So you have 100 test cases, but you have only 1 hour. Okay, you have 100 test cases and you have only 1 hour, and each test cases will take more than 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, more than 2 to 3 minutes. 100 test cases are there, so you have to complete it within 1 hour. Then what to do? If you click on run one after the another, each one test case will take 2 to 3 minutes, but you have 100 test case and also you have only 1 hour. Then how to execute this one? Do you have any ideas? Okay, I'll give one more example. Okay, so you have only 1 hour to watch movie, and also you will take one half an hour to eat some food. Okay, you have only 1 hour and you have to watch the TV also and you have to take the food also. So what you will be doing? We do something called multitasking. Okay, the name multitasking refer for you have to do parallelly the things. Okay, so while watching TV only, you can have the food also, correct now, so that you can reduce half an hour. Okay, you can reduce half an hour, because you have to do two things, which is that when you have to do the you have to take the food also, and you also want to watch the TV. Okay, to watch the TV it will take 1 hour, to eat food it will take half an hour. So if you do parallelly, you can complete in both in 1 hour, correct no? Same thing here also. If you run the same test cases parallelly, okay, around if you divide 50-50, okay, if it is take most one test case 2 minutes also for 100. Okay, you can get it in 1 hour. If you run it in thrice in a parallelly, all the test case in a parallel means around three things. Okay, if you divide the test case into three parts and if you run, it will be get over in within 1 hour. Okay, that you can do it in TestNg. That is called parallel testing. Okay, then what is the next one? We have something called assertion. So what is the main agenda of test engineer? The main agenda of test engineer is to test the application. Correct now. I have to make verify whether actual is okay. The actual is exactly as my expected. Okay, whether both our conditions are matching or not. The main intention of test engineer is to compare. Okay, he has to verify whether developer has developed according to the customer requirement or not. To do that, we use something called verification. Okay, verification is done by something called assert. That I'll tell you how to do and all. Okay, these are the main things why testing is widely used in the testing industry. Okay, these are four reasons. So the first one is, testing is represented in test annotations. Okay, so we are no more using any main method to run the classes. Okay, I'll tell you the same difference also. So previously we are running how main method. By adding the main method, we are writing this out one simple method. I'll call it as I. Okay, this is how we are running, correct now. If I click on run, what will be getting? See, right click, and if you run as, you will be getting Java application. Okay, if I click on Java application, you can able to see hi over here. Okay, that means my control is looking for a main method, correct now. So now what I'll do, I'm not using any kind of main method. Okay, directly I'll go with something called test annotation. Control space, make use of the control space to import auto annotations and also packages. See, automatically orange org.testng.annotations.test. Okay, So how main method, it is called main method. That means one method will be there. For this annotations also, it will ask you please select one or to please write one method. So I'll be writing public, one void, one small method. Okay, that's a name. Then I'll open and I'll close with a braces. Correct now. So what I'll do now, the same things what I written in the last step. Let me write hi. Okay, so just let me write on. Are you able to see now? The message is getting printed. Hi. Are you able to see? Geeta, can you able to see hi? Okay, 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 fine. So it also gives a two results. See, one is console, whatever you see that will be get printed, and also it will give you one more result of running the class sample. Okay, so here you can able to see there are three steps. One is default suite, default test, framework class. Why it is default also I'll tell you. Okay, in future I'll tell you why it is default. Why it is by default it is showing you a package name default. I'll tell you why. And you can able to see the number of past test cases are how much, one failed and also skipped. So since there is no any failed test cases, so automatically it will show you only the pass, and there is no any failed and also there is no any skipped. Okay. So now, and also you can able to see past. Okay. So it is taking package name dot class name dot and also method name. Can you able to see there is a method name called test? Correct? No, test is there. So now you tell me by using main method. Okay, by using main method, can I run 2 to 3 times in the class by using main method? Main method is allowed in the class multiple times? No, the answer is no. Okay, you cannot utilize the main method multiple times inside the class. But when it comes to TestNg, you can write n number of test annotation inside the class. See, I can able to go with one more test. I can able to go with one more. Okay, this is allowed. Just I need to change the method name because method name should not be same inside the class. So I'll make it as 2. I'll make it as 3. And instead of hi, I'll just go with the one small hello. And simply I'll go with hello 1. So, okay, this is what a different method. Okay, this is what different test cases. So assume you are having a sign up and login. Let me go with the sign up. Okay, you have a sign up, and here you have a login, and you are having assume you are going with one page, like a page. That is a scenario. Okay, you have to like one page. This is what the scenario. Okay, so if I click on run, so how many classes will be, sorry, how many test annotation will be get run, how many test annotations are there? My JVM have a capability to look for main method and also something called test annotation. It also look for test annotation. My test annotation is also responsible to run the program, not only main method. So here if I click on run, are you able to see first sign up, login and like a page? You can able to see three printing statement as done. Correct? No. And also I told you automatically it will generate the report. So where is the report? How to see the report? Correct? Now you can ask, sir, you told in TestNg soon after you run the test cases we will get automatically one report. So where is that report? Okay, let me show you the report. In the bottom, okay, above the pom.xml cell you can able to see one folder. Okay, the folder is called test output. Okay, soon after you run any program, okay, by using the test annotation, by using the test ng, if you run any of the class or a program, so you can able to see one folder is by default it will be get generated. Okay, if I expand this, can you able to see an option called emailable report.html? Emailable.html. Okay, do one right click over here on the options. So open with, I'll go with the system editor. If I open the system editor, you can able to see one small report. The report says, okay, so the number of past stretches are how much? 3. The skips are 0, retread are 0, and fails also 0. The total time taken is how much? Meter. Okay, sorry, milliseconds. How much? 182 seconds. And it will also says this is a class, this is a package dot class, and these are the 3 methods. See, test1, test2, test3, and this is an id, and also these are number of seconds it took. And if I go back, and one more thing here only, are you able to see any printing statement over here? Can you able to see any printing statement? No. Why then there is no any printing statement? Okay, why there is no any printing statement? Because this system dot println used to print anything on the console, not on the report. Then how to print on the report? Instead of using the system.set property, sorry, system.out.println, we have an inbuilt, okay, in the TestNg we have one more class called reporter. Can you able to see one reporter class which is coming from the TestNg reporter dot, I'll take log. Okay, I'll take log. In the log, I'll write hi. Okay, no, not hi. I'll go with the sign up. Okay, you can able to see now reporter.log. Previously, I'm using system.println. Now I'm using sign up. Okay, let me save, and the same script let me run, and you can able to see one difference. Now the same test script. Are you able to see any sign up over here? No. Okay, so there is no any sign up over here. Then why it is not getting printed in the console? Then where it is getting printed? Let me go with the emailable report, open with, and system editor. Now can you able to see in the framework test 1, okay, the message sign up is visible, correct? Now so for the real time TestNg, this report is not used. Okay, there is something called extend report or allo report that I'll be telling you. Okay, once after giving the brief explanation at end, I'll tell you what exactly how it is getting reported. Okay, are you getting my point? Okay, fine, no worries. See, so you can able to see sign up here. Then what is, how it is getting printed? What is the use of this one? This reporter.log is used to print anything on the report. No, sir, I want it in both console as well as in report also. Add one small comment called true. You know, Boolean values true and false. If you made it as true, both it will print in console also, and also it will be get printed in the report also. Let me show you that now. Run as, I can go with a run. See, it is getting printed in the console also. If I refresh, okay, you can go with a refresh also. If I refresh, same emailable report, go with the emailable report, open with system editor. Now can you able to see the same sign up is also get printed in the report also? Okay, so now in Java, okay, assume you want to repeat, okay, you want to run this complete one test script multiple times. What we will do, we will use looping statement. Either you use for loop, or you can go with a while loop, or enhance for each loop. Okay, those are the for those are statement those are statement that we use to run multiple times. So in TestNg we have an inbuilt tool. Sorry, so we have an inbuilt, okay, we have an inbuilt methods to do this one. So which are those methods? I'll go with Okay, so please remember always whatever the parameter that you want, that you are giving, okay, that you have to give it for something called test annotations only. Okay, so here I'll be writing, okay, in the bracket I'll go with you can go with the invocation. Can you able to see invocation count? Okay, I'll give one 5 times. Okay, I want, oh, it is automatically took to run this. Okay, so I'll be invoking a one more method. Okay, it is called parameter. So this parameter are always given to the test annotation. So I'll invoke a parameter. See, if I just mouse over and if it will ask you, it will only tell you the run. See the number of times this method should be invoked, how many times it has to be called, and the default value also 1. If you specify or do not specify, one time automatically it will get run. Now let me see how many times I have specified. 5 times. Okay, let me run that 5 times. We'll check whether it is getting run 5 times or not. Let me go with the console. Can you able to see only that method, how many times it get run? 5 times. That means this invocation count, it is a parameter which is used to run the same method multiple times. Okay, whenever you want to run, okay, that time you can go with the invocation count. Now I had did one small mistake. Okay, so what is that mistake? While writing the script, okay, while writing the script, I did a mistake called, assume I have written this sign up here. Okay, so you know the order of execution when it comes to your real-time application. Without sign up, can you log into the application? Okay, this is an example I'm giving you. Okay, assume while writing the script, you instead of writing the sign up script first, you have written it at the bottom. Okay, don't think in the real time you will be having only this much of code. You will be writing more than 500 600 lines or 1000 lines. Okay, in that you can't copy and paste, and you cannot go with something called commenting and all. Okay, you should not do that. So how we have to do? Assume I have written login script first and sign up script first. This is just an example. I need to prioritize. I need to tell my Selenium. I need to tell my JVM. Okay, I need to tell my JVM. So don't execute this login first. So please execute this method first and go with the second and go with the third. Okay, I need to arrange my test script. Okay, then what to do? I'll be going with a one more method. Okay, so what is that one more method? I'll call something called priority. Okay, so what is the priority of this method? This should be get run second. Okay, not first time. It has to be get run second. So I'll be calling one more priority 1, and I'll go with one more priority 3. Okay, according to me, user defined priority, that means I am telling my complete script, so please execute according to me, not according to the JVM. So if JVM get runs before this priority written, so it will get run first one, second one, and the third one. Now I'm restricting, I'm telling my JVM, no, don't execute this first one, so please go with the first this test2 method and second and third. Okay, for to do this, we use a parameter called priority. Now let me check whether it is getting run or not. So now can you able to see sign up is getting printed and like a page, and where is my login? Okay, login is not getting printed over here. So let me make it as true so that I can able to see in the console. Okay. Now can you able to see sign up, login, and like a page? Then what actually is done? Okay, it has prioritized. Okay, it has prioritized the method of execution. So first it should be written by this one, and the second one, and the third one. Are you getting my point? Geeta, did you understood this one? Oh, okay, fine. Okay, thank you. So now I told you we can run multiple test script. Okay, we can run multiple test script at one shot. So how do we run? To run the multiple test script at one shot in TestNg, we use something called XML files. Okay, this is the most important thing to run multiple classes, multiple packages at one shot. We use something called XML files. So what this XML file? How to build up these XML files? Very simple. Okay, so we have other parameters also. In future we will be learning. So we have depends on method, and also we have enabled or disabled. We have grouping. So we have different parameters also. When the time comes, I'll tell you. Okay, so now what I'll be doing, assume you have two classes. Okay, so this is a sample one class. So what I'll do, I'll make it as one more sample one class, sample two. Assume now how many classes are there, sample one and sample two. Okay, these two are same. Instead of this login, assume I'll go with one admin page. Simple. Okay, I'm just giving a random name. I'll go with admin, and I'll go with add to cart, add to cart, and checkout. Okay, these are different pages that we are having. You have two classes. Each class is having a different test cases. You have to run it at one shot. Then how do we run that both the classes at one shot? When it comes to class, you have to go with a right click, one class you have to run. So instead of wasting the time going and clicking on each time, so in TestNg we have a separate XML file. I told you we can run multiple classes at one shot. Okay, so how do we run? With the help of something called XML file. That is the most important in TestNg. Okay, what right now I'm doing, right click and run as. Okay, this is not the proper way to run the classes. So we always use XML files to run the classes. So how do we write that? How do we generate that? Okay, so you can generate it in 2 to 3 ways. Okay, there are different ways to generate. So for you, for understanding how I'll generate, very simple way I'll tell you. Okay, do one right click, whichever the class you want to run. Okay, assume I want to run now sample class. Okay, and also I want to merge sample 2 also. Then how to generate the XML file? Do one right click. Okay, are you able to see an option called below TestNg? Okay, so we have an option called TestNg. Just click on convert to TestNg. So soon after you convert to TestNg, you will be asking one small pop-up, Guru School Selenium.testng.xml file. You can rename it to whichever you want. Okay, assume this I want it as login page. Okay, I'm giving a XML name as login page. Okay, the XML name called login page. Don't change anything. Okay, don't do anything. Just click on finish. Okay, so automatically one XML file will be get generated at the bottom. Sorry, I'll go with the login. Okay, now if you click on this login page, that XML file, you can able to see one small structure of XML. Okay, so initially when I run my class, okay, by right click and run as, you can able to see that default name, default test. Correct? No, why it is default? See, always you have to run your TestNg with the help of XML file. In the XML file, when you do not give anything, by default it will take suit. So let me rename it suit to, I'll call it as login page. Login page. The thread I'll explain in the future, and the test name I'll call simply demo page. I'll make it as demo page, and how many classes are included. So please remember, this is most important and important. So classes are what? Classes are nothing but plurals. Class is what? Class is a singular. So now, right now, how many classes were added? Only one class is added, which is that sample. Sir, I want to add one more class. I want to run multiple classes. Then what to do? See, the class tag is opened and the class tag is getting closed. So I want to add one more class. So how do I call? I'll call one more class, and I'll finish up with a class, open braces and close braces. So what is the second class name? Always you have to give package name dot class name. The name is called sample, that is framework dot sample 2, not 1. Okay, already the one is there, that is sample, and you have to run the second one also. Okay, so this is second one. So let me wind off here itself. How many classes were added? Geeta, are you getting my point? How many classes were added now? Okay, very good. If I want to add multiple classes, what to do? Please specify package name dot class name. Okay, so this is how you can run multiple classes at one shot. Okay, very simple. See, right now how many classes are there? Two classes were added. Now I need to run these two classes at one shot. How do we run? Very simple. Okay, so do one right click over there. Okay, can you able to see run as? Click on run as and click on TestNg suite. So automatically now the same. Let me come back to the first console. In the console, first see sign up, login, and like a page, add to cart, admin, and checkout. Okay, the order of execution. So if I go back to there, the order of execution will be restricted according to me. Okay. Now let me get back to the result of running the suite. Now you can able to see is there any default suite? No, there is no any default suite. And the test name called what? The test is demo. Okay, that is the name of the test which you are running. Like that, you have a different features. Assume you have a first one login feature, you have sign up feature, you have inside the sign up feature, you have again multiple options. Inside the login also you have multiple. In again add to cart, remove the product from the cart, again checkout, check in. These are small example for e-commerce. When it comes to insurance, banking, you have lot more features. Okay, each test have a different feature. Based on that feature you can name it. See, inside sample dot sam sorry framework dot sample, that is a one class. This class is having three methods: test2, test1, test3. Same, there is a one more class called sample2. It is also having test2, test1, and test3. By this it will be get run and all are passed. Are you able to see all are passed? Total number of test cases are 6 and all 6 are passed. And sir, I want to see the result. I want to see the report. You can go over here, emailable report, and open with system editor. See, all 6 classes are run, and also admin is getting printed, and also login because I'm using reporter.log. You can able to see the report. And remember, this report default by it is by default generated by TestNg. Okay, in the real time we use extend reports or allo reports. Are you getting my point, Gita? Oh, fine, no worries. So then let me add one small point, okay, for this one. So what I'll write, assume I want to make the dependency between the scripts. So how to make the dependency between the script? Assume, let me go over here. You have a login script. Okay, you have something called login script over here. Okay, assume let me make one small scenario. Okay, what is the scenario? Let me make it as sign up here itself. Okay, sign up and login. Okay, so the order of execution will be first. Let me remove this priority. We can, if you want, we can keep, or else we can remove that. Okay, so now assume I want to create a dependency. So what do you mean by dependency? I will tell. Okay, if successfully sign up is done, if the user able to sign up to the application, then only do the login. Okay, so please understand this scenario. If you understand this scenario, then only can able to understand the parameter. Okay, that is depends on method. How I'll tell you. Don't worry. So the first one is, if the user capable, okay, if he is able to sign up to the application, then only do the login. If a person, okay, if a user able to log into the application, then only go and like a page. This is my scenario. What exactly now? This complete method, okay, this complete second method is dependent on which one? Sign up. If user is capable to sign up, then only go with a login. Then if he is capable to log in, then only go and like a page. This complete script is depend on which one? Login. This complete script is depend on which one? And this sign up. Now we can add something called depends on the method. Okay, if this successfully run, if there is no any error, or if you do not catch any exceptions, or if you do not get any interrupted, you just move with the second one. Okay, if you are not able to do sign up only, if sign up is not working, or the user is not able to go create a sign up, then you can't do that. Okay, you can't go and log into the application. So for me right now, what I'll do, by intentionally, okay, intentionally I'll make this test script as a file. How to make intentionally test script file? I'll call hazard dot, there is a one method. Okay, I'll tell you what this hazard class, how it works, everything I'll tell you. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll make one comment, I'll use one comment called hazard dot fail. Even though if it is getting pass, see, if I click on run, if I click on run, now in the console, login is getting printed and like a page is getting printed, and soon after you can able to see hazard dot error. I'll tell you why this error is coming and why I'm not getting the error message and why it is not getting run. Okay, I'll tell you, don't worry. Now the total number of run script, how much? 3. Failure is how much? 1. And skip is 0. And 2 passes, 1 fail. When it comes to run with a sample, automatically you are able to see past test cases are 2, failed is 1, and skip is 0. So soon after my JVM come to this statement, okay, so automatically, even though it is passed, okay, it will make that test script as a failed. Intentionally, whenever you want to fail, you can go with this statement. Now what I'll do, I'll create a dependency between the script. Okay, so now in the method, I'll call a parameter called depends on method. Can you able to see there's a method called depends on method, and it is asking the method name. Depends on method. So what is the depends on method? What is the method name? The method name is called test1. This complete method is depend on, okay, this complete method. If you want to run this, okay, if JVM want to run this method, means it is completely depend on which one? It is completely depend on test1. If this successfully, okay, without any fail, if this get runs, then only go with the second. Now what I'll do, again I'll add a one more dependency for this one. Okay, I'll add one more dependency for this one. Depends on method. So now the method name is what? Test2. I'll name it as test2. Okay, now let me click on run. Let me check out the result, whether it is capable to run all 3 or not. So initially only it has run this 2, number of tests passed this 2, and this is failed. Now after adding the dependency, we'll see what will be the result. Now please look at the screen now, very important. Okay, now in the console, am I getting any kind of output over here? There is no any output, there is no any printing of sign up or login or like a page. Okay. Then if I come back to the result of running, now the number of pass case cases are 0, failed is 1, and skip. Oh, Tyaga. Okay, you can able to see the test cases, the skip test cases. Okay, now you are getting the skip task 2. Why you are getting the test skips are 2? Because these two test cases are okay. These two test cases are depend on each other. Now I'll remove this. Okay, I don't want to make this test script. See, now I'll not add any dependency for the third one. So now what will be the result? The result should be one failed, one skipped, and one is passed. See, one pass, one failed, one skipped. Why it is like that? Because I haven't added any kind of method for third one. Are you getting my point, Geeta? Oh, fine, good. So this is what depends on method. Okay. So now let me stop it over here. Okay, I'll stop here. Just one more small comment I'll add. The comment is in the pom.xml. So now you assume in each package you have 50 to 60 classes. Then I want to run the complete 60 class. If you keep on specify 60 class over here means it will look odd. Okay. Then what to do? Can I make it as a packages? The answer is yes. Okay. You can specify the complete package also. Then to make the packages, then what I should do? Instead of classes, okay, I'll remove this classes and I'll call one more called packages. Can you able to see packages inside the packages? So please remember always it's a plural packages and something called package. Okay. Now what I'll do? I have to call a package single plural. Call this name and add the package. Now I want to run only framework. If I run only framework, inside this how many classes are there? All the classes will be get run. Okay. So now if you want one more package, add one more package. That's it. Add one more package, specify the package name. Okay. Are you getting this point? How you are added a class? Same way, this is packages and package. Did you got? Did you got it, Geeta? Classes. How we are writing classes to run multiple classes? Same way, packages. Packages and package name. That's it. Don't specify any class name. Just a package name. For example, framework. That's it. If you have one more framework, two framework, three framework, four, like that, you just specify how many packages you want to run. Okay, just give me a minute. See, first what I should do, I have to take one XML file. How to generate the XML file? Do one right click of any of the class which is having the text annotation. Okay, then go to the testng, click on testng and convert to testng. Okay, once you click on this testng, you will be getting a pop-up like this. If you want the same name, you can name it as same name, or else you can change the name. And don't do any changes over here. Just click on finish, automatically it will get created. See, testing. Okay, if I click on this, can you able to see one default class is created? Okay, now XML file is having how many classes? This XML file is having how many classes? Only one class. Which is that class name? Only framework.sample. I want to add one more class. How to add one more class? Just add class. Okay, you can take control space, click on enter. You will be get added with one more tag class. So now specify the one more class name. This is framework. Okay, package name dot class name, and this is not sample. The class name is called sample2 and specify the class name too. Now, did you understood? The notes right now I don't have, but I'll give you in the group. Okay, no worries. I'll share you one small note for this one. Did you understood this one? That is the main point I want. Did you understood how to run multiple classes and also packages? Oh, this is for class. Okay, this is for class. If you want package, see, let me go with a package. If you want to run packages, this is a tag. I'll remove the classes and make it as packages. That's it. That is the difference between classes and packages. Are you getting my point? If you have any doubt, let me know and I'll how to write the name. You need not write. Okay, how to write the name of the package? Simple. So what is the name of the package over here? Framework. Okay, what is the name of the framework? Sorry, package framework. Just specify the same thing within double quote made as framework. That's it. If you have one more package, okay, let me show you that one also. Assume you have one package. No, I'll make it as two. Framework copy. Okay, I'll make it as framework copy. Can I see one more framework copy? I want to run this class also, this package also. Very simple. I'll make it as framework copy. The second package I want to run. This is how I'll specify to run multiple packages. Did you got it? Geeta? Okay. Shall I wrap it up? If you have any doubt, let me know or else I'll wind up with the session. Okay. Thank you.